ma'am. Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? I am here to talk about all kinds of things, but it's very cute because the person I'm gonna talk about, he played a prank on me. Okay, we're gonna watch it live and react live to the prank. Hold on, I got people texting me like, y'all know I'm live. Hold on a second. What am I looking at? What am I supposed to be looking at right now? What text am I supposed to be looking at? Anyway, the person who tried to prank me, right, did something pretty obscene and frankly criminal, depending on what state he's in, on my Instagram live in front of all my people and all my everybody. He came basically into my house and did something pretty obscene. And I took it very well. You will see the video. And whenever I took it well and I didn't take it in a way that he wanted me to take it, he started freaking out. And it's very precious and adorable. It's very clear to me that he's never had somebody take his prank well, or he's just bad at pranking. But we're gonna talk about that. And I just think it's very cute and adorable. Um, I think it's very cute and adorable that he's really the one at the end of it, not being able to handle the fallout and the consequences of his prank because I'm handling it just fine. So we're going to talk about all his little reactions. He's spiraling, just like Jess Margera, the last video we talked about. He is spiraling on social media. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull this video up for y'all so you can see it. Now, I have had to censor this video, reason being because he does something pretty obscene. So I will be, he's going to love this part. I will be uploading the uncensored version of this video to Patreon. So if you're subscribed to my Patreon, you'll be able to see uncensored, but just know, trigger warning, it ain't pretty what he shows. It's actually very embarrassing. And I think he might even need medical attention for all the hair that's grown out his ass crack, but let's get into it. So this person, I'm just going to actually in this video explain how I knew about him, how he introduced himself to me and all of that. Really, I had almost no information on him. Now, I know that y'all did see me interview Vinny Beetle for part 1 of a 2-part series. Vinny said some things in the second part that he has asked me to keep to myself for Bam's safety. So I'm keeping part 2 off the internet, but I will be putting that up eventually. So I actually talked to Vinny Beetle for quite a while, maybe 2 or 3 days before I interviewed him. So I had a little bit more background on Vinny. But on this guy, I really truly to this day don't even really know his name. So I'm going to explain how he came into my radar and all that. And we're just going to replay the Instagram live. Okay, so before we get started on this, I can't do one of these things without doing a disclaimer. So real quick, first of all, it has been an incredibly long day for me. And also only have one contact in. So I'm having a hard time focusing my eyes. It's a whole fiasco. But I'm going to try to do my best because I think it's really important to get the information out as soon as we can. So, what's my other disclaimer? Okay, so y'all know I'm doing an investigation. So when you're investigating things, like you can interview people, you can talk, get as much information as you possibly can. With that being said, I'm not, at some type of like vouch situation here. I'm not going to be able to vouch or say everything that's going to be said on this call is true. So I'm just going to give y'all the context. It's like kind of like very out of character for me to be doing this, but this person reached out to me, and I know y'all know I did the Vinny Beetle interview before, and it's kind of a similar situation, but
Not sponsored.
when I interviewed Vinny, we had actually like kind of talked a little bit back and forth on Instagram DMs and stuff. The person I'm about to interview, I cannot vouch for. I don't know, like so basically I had a feeling, and me and 2 of my friends had actually talked earlier that day, and I said, I feel like this guy's going to prank me. I had a feeling. And then I was like, should I do this video instead of on live? Should I just interview him like on Zoom and then later come back and edit it if he pranks me? And then I thought, you know what? This is like the skater boy jackass crew. So it actually would kind of be like giving me more credibility if one of them were pranking me. So that's cool. I'm happy to be pranked, but you'll hear what I say here. I'm like a little bit half-ass worried if it was like a prank, you know what I mean? But actually, I truly do want to get to the bottom of this situation. So
It is true.
hopefully, it's not a prank, but I mean, that would be kind of like a fun story anyway. But so I'm about to let this person come introduce themselves. I literally don't even know his name. Looks like a like, I mean, listen, and this is the truth. When you're doing an investigation, like think about the New York Times, think about all the people Samantha Stark and Liz Day, probably just Samantha Stark. I think she did most of the work on there. But Samantha Stark had to interview. Think about all the people you have to interview and how many basically frauds you have to kiss before you find a prince. You know, so I was kind of like, you can even tell by my face. Y'all know if I do anything after 12 noon, I'm a little tired. And this was like at nighttime. So you can tell by my face, I'm kind of like, whatever. But I did, if the guy has information, let's hear it. You know what I mean? Jeremy Klein fan account. If it's like actually Jeremy Klein, I would be very surprised. But this person claims to have personal knowledge, more like firsthand knowledge of the Bam Margera like conservatorship situation. And he tells me that it goes a little bit deeper than even I've been able to say. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing how much information we can gather here. And, you know, I can't vouch anything that is what's going to be said. I am very excited though. So without further ado, I'll let him in. Okay, I try to let him in.
What is happening?
Okay, there you are. Okay, so the guy covers his face like the whole time. But of course, you know, y'all know how y'all are. People immediately started trying to figure out who is this guy. So we have these like forensic investigators looking in, zooming in on his eye, doing facial analysis. I didn't do none of that. But I do think it's very interesting that this guy tried to cover his face like, sir, you don't know we find out everything?
I'm doing
how
pretty
are you?
decent. How are you doing?
I'm literally. So my point was to be nice to him. I mean, this guy hasn't done anything to me. I don't just come out the gate and be mean to people. And I think that the poor fellow believed that he was going to get like some confrontational whatever. And y'all will see I'm very pleasant and very kind and very nice to him. This is about a 20-minute video we're reacting to. But I'm very seriously thankful that he's taken the time out of his day to come tell me some stuff. Turns out he didn't have anything to tell me. But you'll see, like, I'm just basically treating him like he is a guest in my home. Y'all know I'm from Louisiana. Like, it's a rule. In the South, when somebody comes into your home and you're hosting them, you got to be nice. You got to be kind. He's coming into my home. Literally, I'm in my home in the video, but like my live on Instagram is extension of my home. So y'all can see I'm real nice to you.
I'm shaking right now. I don't know.
You should be.
You can see.
And I'm like, oh, poor kid, he's shaking. Like, I'm so oblivious. I'm like, poor kid, he's shaking. Let me try to make him feel less afraid.
Oh.
Okay. So we're both nervous. Good start.
I'm trying not to show my identity because of
like, look at me. I'm like, oh, thanks for coming.
The people that I know. It's not that they're going to be in danger, but they are definitely. I don't want to be tied to what is about to be released.
And what's about to be released is his whole ass. So he doesn't want to be tied, AKA he doesn't want to face the consequences. You see what I'm saying? He doesn't want to be tied to what's about to be released is the same thing as saying, I don't want to face the consequences of showing my ass, which is a crime in many states, on the internet.
Basically. So I'm going to put it like this. I know some people that...
And now I'm like, you can see my face kind of shift because I am a journalist and I am an investigator. And so when I don't actually know who the source is I'm talking to, you lost a little bit of credibility, not just with me, but with anyone who's going to want to know, look, where's this information coming from? That's what I always ask when it comes to any other information. So I'm kind of like annoyed, but still maybe he can give me some information about something. I'm telling y'all, I was so tired this day.
Have recorded music at Castle Band Studios and have some firsthand knowledge of Jess Margera and the conservatorship from, some little he said, she said. And I have a lot of friends that have skated the, Bam's ramp at Castle Band. He built that big ramp in his...
And I'm trying so hard to give one shit about the ramp at Bam's house. I do not care about this ramp, okay? But look at me. I'm like, okay, all right, that's great. He's telling me how he knows something about the ramp. Now he's going to talk about it's a big tragedy that the ramp is shut down. And all I'm thinking about is the tragedy of the constitutional rights and the Lima lying about how Amanda died while she was in her care and Lima lying about the drugs in her system. But I'm nice. I'm trying to tell, okay, yeah. But you can like see on my face, like I'm slowly like, okay, this is a waste of my time.
Barn not too long ago. And yeah, I actually have friends that skated that up until.
Oh my God, wait, I got to show y'all my shirt while I'm thinking about it. Look how cute. How cute. Anyway, if you want a shirt like this, I'm not affiliated with it. Jake actually bought this with his own money. It wasn't free or anything like that. But I linked it in my Instagram stories today. It's Shop Love Alex on Instagram. If you want a free BAM or a Justice for BAM shirt, she does have them available.
About last year when April kind of locked the gates on everybody. It was a tragedy, man. Everybody wanted to skate that ramp. It was a great ramp, but from that, I got to hear a lot about how Novak is and kind of how he operates and kind of what he's.
Ripper Jack Media, I want to address your comment because it is a criticism and I don't like to let those go all the time. You're implying with this comment that I'm losing credibility for chasing down any and every possible lead. And I believe that you're wrong about that. When somebody claims to have firsthand knowledge about something, you're supposed to ask questions. That's not me saying I believe everything he said. That's me asking questions. So I actually think you were the one in the wrong here. If somebody, as an independent journalist, if somebody comes to you and they say, I have firsthand knowledge, you better interview them. You know what I mean? So we can agree to disagree, but you're incorrect on that one. Back to the story.
Gaining from the situation. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of like
all of those aspects. So yeah, I guess I'll just let you, take the lead. Again, I didn't know what he knew, so I had no way to guide the discussion. Whatever you need to tell me, guy, just tell me and
yeah,
tell me what you think we need to know and what.
Oh shit! Hold on, my dog is like.
Okay, now he's about to talk about his dog, and y'all know. When we're on this channel, my cat is routinely outside the door, meowing, scratching. So it didn't still cross my mind like, oh, this guy's gonna do some, you're gonna see what he's about to do vaguely. I can't put it on YouTube, but you're gonna see what he does. So he stays on, what are we at, like the 3-minute mark? He barely stayed on for like less than a minute, and then he's like about to do this prank. But what I will tell y'all, since this is a reaction, I did not see it. You could see earlier how things were kind of cutting out. I didn't see the prank. I didn't even see the butt. He's about to show me his whole ass. I didn't even see it. I saw like maybe was something that looked like a crack, but also could have looked like, like a finger like this. I didn't really know what it was. So the whole entire rest of the video, I'm not 100% sure from my own eyes, did he do this prank or did he lose his Wi-Fi? And you're going to see he's going to come back. He's going to come back after he does the prank and leaves. Cause I'm kind of like calling him out. Like, was it a prank? Like, basically his prank didn't work. And it just gets more embarrassing for him.
Scratching up my door. Give me 1 second.
Okay, I know that struggle. And so do the people following this live stream. So I covered it up with all these emojis that demonstrate what I think about the butt. It's a very ugly butt. I hear my. But you'll see on my face, I have no idea. I'm like, yeah, that happens to me all the time with my cat. Like, I just have no idea. He's showing his whole ass. All the time. Oh, it says a prank? Look at me. Oh, is it a prank? I'm like so totally oblivious. Then he leaves and I'm like, so there's, at the time that I'm doing this live, there's all these comments popping up, but on Instagram you can't see the live chat replay. So people are like, it was a prank, he mooned, he did it, and they're all trying to tell me, but y'all know, like, I can't really look at comments while I'm doing lives because I get so distracted. So I'm kind of just like sort of like, what? Like, oh, it was a prank because now he left the chat. Imagine doing like a 3-month long game, building up to prank someone, and they sit there going, oh, it was a prank. Oh, okay. I didn't even react. I didn't even know. I didn't even see the butt. Now, obviously, when I went back and edited this video, I saw the butt. But in the real time, I was just like, that's okay. Let your dog in. Like, I'm trying to be nice. What? It kind of looks like he mooned, or was that his hand?
Maybe he'll request to come back. Should we wait? What is going on?
Poor thing, y'all. I'm sorry that I didn't do a good
I
reaction
don't
tape on
know.
him.
I hope it was a prank. That would be kind of fun. Okay, Melanie said it was a prank. Well, you should have did a better prank than that. That wasn't a good one. You should
I
have like really
agree.
got me.
It was like you came on for 5 seconds and then showed your ass and barely I didn't even really see it. Then I logged off, and then you logged off, and then I was like, "Oh, is it oh, okay." Like, that's what you wanted to do? Like, alright.
Oh, he did moon. I didn't even see it.
It's
Yeah,
true, I did
it
not.
wasn't like a full like it's kind of weak. I think I give that one like a 6 out of 10.
Like, you think I never saw a white boy's ass before? Like, you're gonna have to do something a little better than that, even if I did see it.
Wait. Wait, who's asking it? Oh no, I'm definitely not letting people join. Yeah, I don't know. Like it's never a dull moment, to be honest. This is like way better than listening to some crazy shit though, to be honest.
It's true. I just was not in the mood. I think I kinda manifested this prank, to be
I'm
honest.
not really in the mood tonight, but I did want to get the info out there. Michelle, no. Yeah, leave in the comments below what you would rank this.
Yeah, y'all leave in the comments below what you would rank this prank. I ranked it a 6 out of 10 at the time. I think probably would put it still in the 4 to 6 range because I didn't actually see the butt, which like would have shook me a little more probably, but like even still, like it's just a butt. Like, okay.
Prank 1 out of 10. I think I'm gonna give it like a 6 because he did do like a build up, he did a lead up. Obviously wasn't able to drum up that much excitement because there's like 178 people here, but that's something. Monica's still holding on to hope. He sounded legit.
Poor Monica. She was like, wait, he sounded legit. He might come back. Like, we're all just like, did he prank?
I don't know. I'm
Did he
very
moon? I
confused.
don't
He didn't
know.
tell me. He didn't really get to anything. 2 out of 10 for Melanie agrees on 6. 0.5 out of 10. Yeah, I also missed it. Y'all saw the moon? Maybe when I'm definitely going to put it up. 2 out of 10. Oh, 5 out of 10. I don't know. I'm not that mad about it. I think it's kind of fun. Like I'm really focusing a lot.
And this part is true. Like, I had kind of prepared myself all day that it might be a prank, but now I just wanted more information. Was it actually a prank? Did he show the butt? Who is he? Where's he coming from? But don't y'all worry, he's coming back.
Lately on embracing my inner child, and that was like a very childish thing to do, but like really harmless. Like what does it hurt, you know? I would much rather a prank like that, and like I don't take myself that seriously. I think it's kind I gotta be honest, I kind of hoped earlier that like I would get Jack at like punked pranked, you know what I mean? Like I kind of hoped he would like tell me something really insane and like I would believe it and get all worked up, and then he'd be like, haha, just kidding. Like I kind of like maybe I manifested this prank. It kind of felt like a rite of passage into this community. So can I get pranked by someone else bigger than him next so I can like move up the ranks? Steve-O, unblock.
That's what I'm trying to do. If y'all are gonna prank me, can somebody worth the shit prank me? Like somebody who shows their face and I know what they're doing.
Me. Scared cat.
Bitch.
Probably Bam's brother.
Like imagine like you go on, you trying to lead this prank, you trying to build this up since April. He's been posting about free Bam, May, June, 3 months. He built this up for 3 months to this big crescendo. And imagine that the person sitting there is like, oh, it was a prank. Let's rank it. Like, what did y'all think that it was gonna do? What did they really think? Like I was gonna be like, a butt. I'm gonna leave the internet. Oh, you win. I can't be around. No, like don't commit crimes on my Instagram live. What are you doing?
I don't know. I mean, the thing is, the person didn't really give me a lot of information beforehand, so I wasn't like really like if Vinny Beal would have did that, I would have been a little more disappointed because we kind of
It's
built a
true.
rapport. But this guy was kind of like, I don't know, I'm just gonna do it live. It was cute though. I think it's cute. I think it's like a
And remember, I did not know for sure he mooned, right? Like I actually don't think it's cute to show your ass to people because if you think about it, there's no like ID requirement to follow me on Instagram. So like what he was doing was showing his like private parts to ostensibly children and all over the place. People follow me from all over the country, all over the world. And so I actually think that showing your private parts to unconsenting people, but in particular, perhaps children, that's not cute. That's not cute. You should do a different prank. Because in the states that we've been able to triangulate that you probably live, which is Oklahoma, Arkansas, and Florida, it's a crime to do that. So it's not cute to unconsentingly expose yourself to people. That's not cute. A prank itself could have been cute. But again, when I was talking about this, I wasn't 100% sure what exactly he did. I'm just trying to like get him back. I'm trying to basically bait him to come back on and get any information. Because even trolls sometimes do have information because they are sent by people who have the knowledge.
Fun way to get out your like kicks. Everyone is so severe all the time, y'all. I'm not that serious. Like, I would much rather you play a prank on me than call me a conspiracy theorist for advocating for someone's rights. I mean, that's illogical to me. So I think it's cute he did like the inner child thing. I really do. That's just like, I'm telling y'all, this Wim Hof breathing retreat really changed my whole mindset on stuff.
It is true.
I almost like can't even have the same level of reactions that I used to have. I hope it lasts. I can't imagine that I'm lucky enough in life for that feeling to last, but I do hope it does. Or maybe I'll just keep going periodically back to those retreats.
It was a good retreat.
Oh, he's here right now? Oh,
he came back.
Oh, come back.
So he comes back and I allow him in and then he declines because I think he didn't think I was going to let him back in. Like he really thought he was going to shake me. He was going to get me with his white, hairy butt. Like he really thought that was enough to put an end to the whole thing. And I said, no, come back. Come back and do a real prank. If you got pranks, you got jokes, come do one that I actually see.
Back on. Someone trying to take the heat off Benny Beetle. Oh, he is back. Okay, come back. Oh, he declined.
He declined.
Totally not opposed.
Who's bad at taking jokes? Who's the one who's bad at taking jokes? Look, I took it just fine. And he's going to try and prank me again. But again, I'm going to have something to say that he's not going to be able to dispute.
He totally might be a poser, y'all. That's the joke.
The funny thing is his handle on Instagram is something about not a poser, not being a poser or something like that. He's a poser because he's not showing his face. He's exposing himself to possibly children on the internet against everyone's consent. And then when I try to let him back on to finish his prank up, he declined. So it seems like he's the one that's chicken shit and can't take a joke.
It's giving unhinged, Alex. I do want Steve-O to prank me. Yeah, no, he was hiding his. Oh, he's requesting to come back again. Okay, well, you need to come in here if I keep accepting you, young man. Doing this in front of my kids.
Okay, I'm sorry about that. My Wi-Fi cut out.
He's sorry. Why on earth did the man come back and start saying he was sorry? You coming back and apologize for your prank?
That is completely not true.
So the audio isn't quite lined up how it was live. What I said is everyone's saying you were mooning. And he said that's completely not true. And he's about to give an excuse.
I was about to say, I didn't see the mooning.
No,
but
my dog like literally scratched at the door. And yeah, I had to go to the door. And that is exactly what happened. I did turn around.
The dog had to go to the door. He had to go to the door, but the Wi-Fi cut out. Like, I don't know which one it is, but because it's all just lies. What really happened was he showed his ass. He expected me to delete it, something like that. I don't really know what he expected. He didn't expect me to act like I did. And then I started ranking his pranks with my smart, hot friends. And he was like, oh, I got to go back because looks like I lost the prank war thing. I mean, I'm just sitting here talking about it. I didn't even see your ass.
I didn't show my ass, though. That's kind of weird.
Well, I wasn't that mad about it, even if you did move.
I mean,
I was kind of like, I felt like a rite of passage.
If you're not on Instagram looking at ass, like, what are you doing? Like, really? Like, let's be.
And I said, apparently I'm not on Instagram looking at ass if you didn't moon.
Real.
Well,
We're freeing
not on
we're
Instagram
freeing
looking at
BAMs
ass
what we're
for you,
doing. That's what's happening.
I feel very whiplash. Let me get back into my mindset here. Okay, welcome back, everybody.
So I'm like, all right, stupid. Do you have any information?
Moon me. Y'all are in
All right,
trouble.
so here's the thing. I don't.
So now he about to do another thing he thinks is gonna rattle me. He thinks what he's about to say is gonna rock my world, and it just doesn't. Because I'm like, oh, that's reasonable. Let's talk about it. But again, I'm an adult, and he's like a little baby child.
Don't believe in
go ahead.
any of the conversations or evidence that has been laid out. I do not. I am anti this conspiracy.
So, totally poser. I agree with you. I am also anti this conspiracy. The conspiracy is the criminals working together, including Stephen B. Timmer, convicted criminal, including alleged criminal Lima Yevremovich, coming together to use the police state to manhunt BAM across the state of Florida. I also am against that conspiracy, so we're on the same page. I think what you meant to say was you're against the conspiracy theory. That's what you should have said. But you did not, just like Jess Margera, you did not come equipped with facts. Just like April Margera, you did not come equipped with facts. And I'm about to lay them on him, and he's not going to have nothing to say.
I've been nervous because this has been my way to. I kind of pulled you in. I kind of pulled you in a corner, and I want to know, like.
He kind of pulled me in a corner with 5 DMs, y'all. It's very cute and adorable that he really thought he pulled me in and got me. Look at my face. I'm like,
why you are so adamant on this movement?
You vouch over
conspiracy.
He's asking me why I'm so adamant on the movement. He's about to get
been
angry.
Nervous because this has been my way to. I kind of pulled you in. I kind of pulled you in a corner, and I want to know, like, why you are so adamant on this movement.
I appreciate that. I think that's something I would do, and I have absolutely no problem having this conversation with you or anybody.
Like Monica said, this is what I wanted. I wanted somebody on the other side of this thing to come out and say, wait a second, I don't agree. Can you explain to me what's going on? Because what Jess did, what April did, they just went on Twitter and Instagram, started talking shit. That's cute. We can do that. But to get to the bottom of where we disagree and where we agree in order to help BAM and advance civil liberties, we should have discussions like this. I am always open for a live debate if it is civil. I want to do more. I got a whole channel for live debates on controversial topics. I love it.
I welcome it. I appreciate.
And there's a lot of people saying I'm BAM's brother. I am actually not BAM's brother. I'm BAM's cousin.
So he says he's BAM's cousin. Now he's going to come out and disagree with that later and say he's not BAM's cousin. Your guess is as good as mine. I was unable to find that any Jeremy or Margera existed.
Don't worry about the comments. They really, sometimes they don't know how to act. I can't excuse it. Just don't worry about it down there. Truly, it's not the point.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I cut out, but yeah, people are saying I'm Jess. I'm actually not Jess. My name is Jeremy. I'm Jeremy Margera. You can look me up in Yellow Pages. I live an hour.
I don't know where Jeremy Margera is living, where they still got the Yellow Pages, but I think that's very cute. I want to get in a time machine and travel to wherever that is.
Outside of Westchester, you know, look me up, dude. But yeah, no, like literally. I just want to understand like where you're coming from. That is it.
What a gift. Thank you, Totally Poser, for giving me this gift of an opportunity to say why I'm so adamant about this movement.
Yeah, I would love to explain where I'm coming from, and I thank you for giving me the opportunity to do that. You're the first person who has come to me directly and said, you know what, I don't get this, and I need you to explain it to me, and I'm happy to do that. So thank you very much, and I'm very happy to have this conversation. The main issue that I keep reducing down to in this situation for BAM We have a system of law and order in this country. And in the foundational document of the United States of America, the Bill of Rights, the Constitution, we are afforded like certain rights, and they're sacred. And I'm, as you probably know, a lawyer, and I had to take an oath to the United States Constitution.
What state do you have your bar in?
Then he's, what state you have your bar in, because the family wants to know. Well, update. I done put my bar license and my bar number and my name and my state, everything on my Instagram, because these fuck morons can't figure out how to use the search bar. It's real easy. If you want to try and see if someone has a bar license, all you got to do is type their first and last name into the state where they're claiming to have one. And as you will see on my Instagram, it will pop up. And I think that it was like an attempted scare tactic to be like, oh, we're going to report you to the bar. Report me, baby. Because in my mind, I've already divorced myself from that law license, because it's the one remaining thing that all the criminals and conspirators and people who do not know how to act try to hold against me. Oh, Lou Taylor did it when she came to my, job. It's like, well, you got to follow the rules of the ethics of the this and that. Listen, fuck you. If y'all think I should lose my bar license for advocating to uphold the United States Constitution, come and take it. Come and take the shit. Because I went 30 years of my life without having a bar license, and I'll go the rest of my life without one too. New Jersey bar number, let me just tell y'all, 346312-021. Report it. Call them up. See what they have to say to you. And if they want to take it, they can fucking have it. They can have it. There is nothing in this world that you can take from me. There's nothing in this world that you can hold over my head to make me stop telling the fucking truth. Bam Margera's family. So come take my house. Come take my car. Take the Tesla. Take the bunny ears. Take it all. I'm going to still keep doing what I'm doing. It's probably very confusing to these people that there's nothing they can hold. Well, we're going to take away your jackass feature. We're going to take away your paycheck. You're not going to take nothing from me that I need, baby. I got all that I need. And I've been saying it on Instagram. The only thing you people can take from me is notes. So grab a pen and have a seat.
The family's been asking about that. New Jersey?
New Jersey. I'm happy my bar license.
Wait, say that again. I'm sorry, you're cutting out for me.
New Jersey. I'm happy to send my bar number over to them if they would like it. I'm also happy.
All right, cool. Awesome. No, that's all
It's very cute because whenever I'm answering something in a way that he's like, oh shit, that didn't trip her up, he starts cutting me off. Oh, that's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know. Okay, all you needed to know, not a poser. It's Brittany Jareem Corville is my name. Go to the New Jersey Court's website, search it. The bar number is 346-312021. Is active. I was inducted on Valentine's Day 2021. And if you think I give one shit about keeping that license, I do not. I don't want to be in a profession that takes your license away for upholding your oath to the United States Constitution. And I see that you're constantly tagged in the official military official military skateboarding Instagram account. I have a feeling that it's pretty fucked up if you're in the military and you're okay with people's constitutional rights being taken away from them without due process, without equal protection, without the right to a jury. It's cruel and unusual. There's forced tribunals with no end date in sight, and you're in the military. That's pretty disgusting. Why don't we figure out who your commanding officer is and let him know what you think about the Constitution? No, you don't want us to do that? You don't want us to do that? I wouldn't either.
Needed to know. That's been like in talks. We've been kind of,
I would love to do that. And I would love to do that live early, but I actually said I feel very deep for April Margera. No way to fathom what she's going through emotionally right now. And I truly feel for her. And I know that she probably feels all kinds of things. I don't want to speculate because I cannot imagine what she's going through. And I don't mean to diminish it. I truly mean that.
No, I really 100%. Do.
But the fundamental issue for me is I just really strongly believe that people
Well, the people that can't find my bar license, I posted it for their stupid asses on my Instagram account. One more again. New Jersey is the state. 34631 2021. And even if I wasn't a real lawyer, so goddamn what? Y'all know what I'm saying is true, but I am a real lawyer. And I also post some pictures of my graduation ceremony from the #5 law school in the whole country, University of Pennsylvania Law School. Only thing y'all can take from me is notes. Only thing y'all can take from me is notes.
should have the right, we do have the right, that people do have the right to decide where we lay our head at night and what chemicals we put in our body. And I know for a legal fact.
So, my whole point where I'm coming from is I believe that we have the fundamental right to decide what chemicals are put in our body and where we lay our head at night. That's where I'm coming from. But boy,
For a large part of the last year, Bam Margera has not been able to exercise those rights. And those rights, Jeremy, got taken away from him without all the things that the Constitution promises, like a jury trial, due process, Miranda warrant rights. All of these things are supposed to kick in before they take someone's fundamental rights away from them. But that didn't happen for Bam. And that's where I'm coming from. It's a legal moral issue for me. And to full disclosure, I am autistic.
Same here.
So I see
I'm
things that are
autistic
very
as
black
well.
and white.
I understand. I'm on the spectrum. I got diagnosed last year. It was a really fucked up process. Like, I feel for you on that. No, I get where you're coming at. You're passionate about what you're about. I respect it.
And another thing too, Jeremy, I completely believe y'all when you say that Bam needs help. I completely believe you. If you were to tell me that he's unhinged,
I'm sorry to cut you off.
you're worried.
so he's very distracted by the comment section, and I'm still trying to be nice to him.
About him,
One, Ricky doesn't skate. Two, Chris Pontius's comment. Someone just commented and asked about Chris Pontius's comment about how like Bam doesn't have. Pontius has not reached out to Bam in years, so him saying that's kind of coming out of the woodwork, so to say. And yeah, man, it's just not, it's not it. No, I think that Chris is trolling. I think all of Jackass is trolling. I think everybody is trolling.
And here I am. I don't even know who that is. I just heard the name Chris Pontius for the first time like last week. I don't even know who these people are. And that's one of the funny things is like they think I'm some crazed fan or some super fan. I don't like none of these people. I frankly don't really like Bam Margera. I don't like his actions. I don't like what he did to his mom and his family and stuff back in the day, pranking them and torturing them and stuff. But what I do like is constitutional rights and a system of law and order that allows protections for people before crazy, unqualified people take over their life and money indefinitely. That's what I like. Bam Margera's rights are all of our rights. Bam Margera, it is neither here nor there if I like him or, frankly, if he likes me. I don't believe Bam Margera thinks I'm crazy, but let's pretend he does. I don't fucking care because what I'm fighting for is everybody's rights. The first time they do something to somebody, it sets a precedent and you can do it to the next person. I don't give a shit about if Bam Margera likes me or if I like him or know him. They think we're all these super fans like, oh, so Chris Pontius and this person. And I don't know these morons. I do not know who they are and I do not care. You know what I care about? Lima Yevremovich lying about the cause of death of her previous ward. Lima Yevremovich lying to 2 million people about the drugs in Amanda's system. That's what I care about. I care that Bam got put into a conservatorship with clearly no due process. Not sure if he even had a lawyer. Definitely didn't have a jury trial. And it don't look like there's a real end date in sight, because the last time I checked the court documents, June 10th, 2022, is when Bam got released from the conservatorship. So how on earth is it still being reported that he's escaping from rehab? That's what I care about. I don't give a shit about these loser has-been skateboarders who can't even fucking tell their sobriety from a hole in the ground. They have way bigger problems to worry about than me telling the truth about Lima Yevremovich on the internet, buddy.
That's what I think. Kind of similar to I've been trolling. I hate that I trolled you to get into this. But yeah, no, Bam's not in a conservatorship. I'm not Bam Margera's cousin. I just wanted to get in here and be like, hey, y'all are fucking crazy. Y'all have a great weekend. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Like, I guess, again, he thought I was supposed to be rattled. He comes on there and asks me where I'm coming from, and I tell him. Then he says he agrees with me, and then he says you're crazy. So I'm really not sure what this guy does believe, but that's the difference between me and people like him. I don't do stuff for attention, and they keep accusing me of that, right? She's trying to get likes. Y'all, I could put on a G-string thong and get more likes than ranting about the Constitution. Look at me. You think this is the best way for me to get money on the internet? You're wrong. You're wrong. Use your common sense, but none of y'all are doing that, because the people that are surrounding this situation, who are opposed to free Bam, they are not logical, and they don't have a strong set of principles. So when you don't have a strong set of principles guiding you, like I do, like many of y'all do, then you just can get blown here to and fro in the wind. I know that what I'm doing is the right thing. So whatever he's doing isn't going to fucking faze me, right? And this is, I think what I said is the best way to say it. So I'm going to let y'all listen.
Well, I don't know about all that, but I really did mean what I said, and I am going to keep this video up because I want the people who are still on the fence about this, who are not trolling, who are not trying to prank me. I welcome pranks. I really thought when it was a prank, I thought that was cute. I truly am just doing this because I just really care about people's right to make their decisions about their life and their body. I really do. And that's where I'm coming from. I am going to continue to lead from the heart because that's where I resonate. And history is going to remember me for the right reasons. I just know that. So I welcome more pranks. I really thought that was cute. But I did kind of get worked up because I felt like maybe I had a chance to actually make a plea to Bam's family and just say, just please consider Lima Yevremovich and her conflicts of interest here. How her personal interests might be affecting the decisions that she's making for Bam about the chemicals that are going in his body.
So obvious.
About where he lays his head, about who's in charge of his care, about whatever. And y'all are right. I do not know what's going on behind the scenes. And I don't have to know. But it's kind of scary that there's obvious issues here. Lima Yevremovich had a ward die in her care unexpectedly and suddenly. And then she went on a YouTube channel that has 2 million subscribers and lied about the cause of death and the medications in the woman's system. And then a month after that woman died, less than a month, I think, Bam is in a conservatorship under Lima after she's tagged him as backing her business. There's obvious conflicts. There's obvious questions to ask. And I just wish that people that were in a position to do something actually considered that. So thank you to the people who showed up for this. To be honest, thank you to Jeremy or whoever the totally not a poser kid was. It was kind of fun, like, to do this like prank. Haven't like been in this like prank situation in a while, so that was cute.
Comment below. Do y'all think the prank went according to plan for Totally Poser or what? Like, what is y'all your comment? Comment below. Do you think that's how he planned for the prank to pan out? Do you think that that's how he planned for me to respond to the prank? I mean, I didn't even see the ass. I've seen it now, and I will be putting it on Patreon for anyone who dares to want to look at it uncensored.
And my offer to speak to the family is absolutely true and real. I wasn't on here to prank anybody.
I was not.
I wasn't on here to lie to anybody, and I never am.
I don't do that.
So y'all can keep firing your shots, but it's not going to work. It's not going to work because it's not the right thing. And the era of doing the wrong thing and benefiting from it is over. It's over. We're in a new age. So I am so glad I didn't have to be on this phone for 2 hours tonight. I think the consensus and the conclusion that I gathered, y'all correct me if you got something different, but was that the guy was trolling and just trying to get on here. I think he might actually maybe felt a little bit bad or regretful of it. Like maybe he was expecting a different reaction or something like that. I don't know. Maybe I'll message him. It didn't seem malicious to me, but I think the conclusion is he tried to pretend like he was Bam's cousin, and then he changed it to he's not Bam's cousin, and he thought I was crazy. And that's fine. I routinely feel like I am a literal extraterrestrial being inhabiting like a human experience, and so I probably do seem crazy to a lot of y'all earthlings, but I'm still going to be doing what I'm doing. And I don't know, I feel very like jerked around from this whole experience, but overall I'm totally fine with it. I'm definitely going to leave it up, and I truly do feel for April Margera in particular, and I don't know what she could possibly be going through, but that doesn't take away from what I feel like I have to do, which is uphold my oath to the United States Constitution, to fight for it and to defend the liberties and freedoms of the most vulnerable people who no one else is fighting for, who everyone else has given up on. That's what I promised to do, and that's what I'm going to keep doing if they take the license from me, because I truly believe in it. So that is all I have for tonight. I am going to take a bubble bath. I'll see y'all bright and early in the morning. I think I'm going to go live on, maybe this. Maybe we'll do some investigations tonight. Maybe we'll go live on this. I had something in mind to go live on. Oh, it was some court documents. Oh, the Johnny Wright lawsuit.
That
We'll
unkempt wasteland.
I'm feeling like I had a very productive day. Very good day. About to go do some breathing exercises and relax and take a bath. Talk to y'all later. Facts ain't defamation. Love you, mean again.
Okay. So that is that. Let's see if I can share another thing with y'all. Let me see. I might not be able to. This one. Okay, it worked. All right, let's look a couple Instagram posts since that. So the Instagram, so I took the video off of Instagram so that I could censor it, because I felt like maybe like Instagram would delete my account for like having someone's criminal activity displayed, as evidence on there. So I took it down and I did censor it. So let's just look at a few of these things. Where am I? Okay, hold on. No, this one. Yeah. Okay. So this was, the first part. This is the second part. And then this is the guy's face. We were able to kind of zoom in on. If this guy looks familiar to you, would love to know like more about who he is. Now, he has sent me some messages, right, since the whole thing. And I will read them to y'all because he went and posted a bunch of my messages that he had with me on Instagram. I felt like that was, made it okay for me to post things. So he sends me a message and says, "Hey man," this is Saturday at 9:30. This all had happened Friday night. "Hey man, that post from Lappy or whoever is a little weird. I'm going to tell it to you right now. I literally was just doing something for the joke. I do agree that bodily autonomy is a good thing and no one should be placed under a conservatorship." And then he did go and post that on his Instagram. He said, "I just wanted to be a jackass. So, like the whole stalking shit your followers are doing, please tell them to stop." Let me just get one thing straight. My followers are their own independent human beings who are not lesser than me. They can do what they want and they can post what they want. Don't come to ask me like I'm somebody's mom to tell them what to do. Why don't you go talk to them about it? I said, I definitely can't control them. They they try to tell me what to do, my followers. He goes, "I'm still following you and the accounts that have to do with the movement because I believe in it. LOL." You don't. That's not true. How do you believe in the movement if you come on trying to prank somebody? Like, what's the point? Like, I don't like. Also, you're not credible at this point because you've lied and admitted to lying. Your stories have been all over the place. It's just, how am I supposed to believe that? He said, "You commented and asked what state I live in. That's stalking behavior. Y'all think it's stalking behavior to ask what state someone lives in?" Anyway, then he said, "But yo, for real," this is not the full conversation. I'm just reading y'all some parts. "I just wanted to say this morning, I fuck with your page. I just wanted to throw myself into the list of crazy characters and all of this insanity for the sake of a laugh." Well, I don't think that this is funny. I don't think that it's funny. I don't think that it's this is the appropriate time for a laugh. But I think I demonstrated pretty damn well I can take a joke, unlike you, because now, since all this has gone down and we didn't do what you wanted us to do, you deleted your account, you deactivated it, then you came back on. Now you unfollowed people, you following people. You're spiraling, bro. I ain't did shit. I'm just talking about it. I told him, "I don't know what to believe from you at this point, but I appreciate you keeping me on my toes regardless. I hope it was everything you hoped for. Hashtag free bam." Then he says free bam. Then some things, heat up, get all going and stuff. And I say, "Oh, come unblock me. Totally poser. I want to go live again." Kind of as a joke. Why would I let this man come live to commit crimes on my Instagram page and expose his body to possibly minors and definitely unconsenting people? Then he said today at 2:41 p.m., "When are you wanting to go live? Do you have Zoom or anything like that?" 2:41 p.m. was 20 minutes before this video I'm making right now. What? I don't want to see that scary Harry. Anyway, so let's see. Then I just posted this and I said, "Good thing I'm not litigious. Hashtag buttboy, hashtag full moon. Look at this. Flashing, streaking, or other public displays of one's private parts can lead to a felony conviction and 15 years of Oklahoma SEX offender registration as a level 1 SEX offender. If a person is accused of indecent exposure, securing legal defense representation is critical for protecting his rights and freedoms." That was Oklahoma. Here's Florida. To prosecute a defendant for indecent exposure, the state prosecutor has to establish the unlawful intent. Y'all think he intended to show his butt? I do. What about it? No, yeah, Texas. Texas. A person commits this offense if he exposes his anus or any part of his this with intent to arouse or gratify the sexual desire. So I think the strongest case for criminal prosecution would be in the state of Oklahoma. Second strongest would be Florida. And then third strongest would be Texas. But I mean, I'm not the one who gets to decide if someone committed a crime. I'm just showing y'all what it says. You make your own decision up. A jury would have to decide. And isn't it ironic that if Mr. Poser was accused of this crime by a state and he went to, got arrested and all that for it, he would be entitled to more rights than Bam Margera currently has, including jury trial, rights to a lawyer of his own choice, equal protection, due process, the right to be free from cruel and unusual punishment. He would have all those rights, but Bam Margera doesn't have them right now under the conservatorship. And then right before I went live today, Mr. Sir, I guess, is spiraling again, freaking out. And he said, so Friday, I pulled a prank on one of the main free BAM advocates. And now they're just using it for content. LMAO. Okay, first of all, I'm a reporter reporting on the news of an ongoing investigation. And even if I was just using it for content, what the fuck do you and all your shrimp tape friends do? Y'all go out there skateboarding with your little Sony cams. Y'all go out there doing flip tricks and kick tricks and all the whatever in the hell else. So what is so bad if I was using it for content? Shouldn't I? I was frankly assaulted on live in front of people. So shouldn't I be entitled to use it for content if I want to, poser? Ain't that what you and your shrimp tapes and your juvenile skateboarding friends and Xander White and all of them do, is just use your little skateboard and click chicks and all that for content? Y'all got 29 damn views on YouTube. You should have became my friend. I might could have shown you how to do something and get some views. So, might I say to you, that surprise witness, if you want the face ID and reveal, you can get it. But I'm literally just some guy that wanted to get a laugh and make his friends laugh. Well, how did that go for you, baby? You going to think 2 times before you do the next one or what? How'd it go for you? Let's get a book report on it. How did the friends think about it and feel about it once they started getting dragged into your shenanigans that seemed to be possibly criminal, harassing people, possibly children on the internet? I have nothing to do with Bam Margera, his family, his friends, his associates, none of that. I'm just a big fan of his and thought, what would Bam Margera do? Well, I don't know what Bam Margera would do because I'm not a fan like that. But I do know that you should be aware of the consequences of your actions, because Bam Margera hasn't been aware of consequences of his actions in a criminal justice system. And maybe it's time somebody is. Quite literally have said nothing but lies to this person. Well, then why would I let you back on my channel if you're lying? Because I knew that one little glimmer of hope that there's more evidence would cause them to use the opportunistic impulses to create more content, trying to find out where I fall in line in Bam Margera's life. Well, yeah, that is what a reporter does. A journalist looks at what people might have something to say and puts all the pieces together. Like, I lied to this person because I knew that they were an investigator and wanted to do an investigation. Like, you're burying a hole deeper for yourself. Crazy, because the whole point of what I did was to call out the fact that these people are using BAM to push their personal brands. That's not true. That's what you are doing. That's what you admitted to doing. You said you wanted to get involved and be one of the crazy characters who's involved in this story. So you literally admitted that you are the one using BAM to push your personal brand. I have no reason to use BAM to push my personal brand. I have all kind of other shit going on. There's no reason. Bam Margera is actually a detriment to my life. It's bringing in all kind of crazy idiots, maniacs who don't know what the hell they're talking about into my orbit. And the reason I'm doing it is to protect people's rights. I never even want to meet Bam Margera. I never want to be around him because, frankly, he seems unstable. But being unstable is not a reason to take someone's constitutional rights without due process, equal protection, a jury, and with no end date of their incarceration in sight. Do you see how that works, everybody? You can say you don't want anything to do with a person because they're unhinged and still advocate for their rights, which is what I'm doing, have done, and will continue to do. It is very rich to me that these clout chasers and social climbing idiot losers think that they're going to project what they're doing onto us. These losers would be nobody and nothing without their association and affiliation with people that are more important than them. But that's not my story. I'm not a loser. I'm not a nobody. So y'all are projecting your loser nobody story onto me. when it just don't fit. I guess what they're doing with my prank, diving deeper in it, doing more content and videos. Okay, well, let's go to shrimptape.com and see how much content and videos you came up with, because it looks like nothing. Y'all got 15 minutes of people skateboarding and flipping and woo, 29 views from 3 years ago. So it seems like maybe you're projecting because you can't get views. Here's the tip. Start talking about shit that matters, that helps people, and maybe you can get some views. I don't do this for views. I do this for justice. I do this to help free humanity from the enslavement that we are currently under. It's all about your purpose, poser. Your purpose for being on the internet is self gratification and attention. My purpose for being on the internet is to help humanity ascend from its current enslavement state. Trying to peel back the layers of the conspiracy that Bam is being locked away against his will. He is. That's not a conspiracy. That's the truth. Learn how to read a court document, or better yet, watch my videos where I show you how. I had to pay $250,000 for this degree. I'm showing y'all how to do it for free. And his family is eating off him. Where does Jess Margera live, Brainiac? Where does Jess Margera live? He lives in Bam's castle. Don't you think that's exhibit A of his family eating off him? Jess Margera lives in Castle Bam. Hello. That is his family eating off him. Nikki Margera cannot keep a job to save her life. That's his family eating off him. The bitch has worked at the haunted house at the jail in Pennsylvania and as a model. She don't have money. She told the court she don't even have money. That is his family eating off of him. So, anyway, what he should have did was sit there and ate his damn food. And if I could give him some PR advice, it would be to leave the internet and leave me alone. But if he wants to keep going with it, then I cannot control my subscribers. I cannot control my followers. The people who follow me, they're not listen. I'm not their mom. I'm not their boss. They can do whatever they want, and I want them to. I'm not telling people to stop doing anything. If you put your literal ass out on the internet in front of people unconsenting, you got to deal with the consequences that fall out from that. I hope it doesn't affect your college admissions. I hope it doesn't affect your sports scholarships that you're riding on right now or whatever it is. But that's out of my hands, baby. Facts ain't defamation. Love you, mean it, K. Bye.